Hello, friends. Welcome to another week of Movie Monday. Do you know what is common between Robert Iger, Jack Welch, and Lee Iacocca? All these three people, in case if you are not aware, Robert Iger was the CEO of Disney Corporation. Jack Welch was the chairman, CEO of GE, General Electric, and Lee Iacocca was the president of Ford. What do you think was common between these three people? These three people never stuck to their job description. They always went above and beyond the call of duty. And they say that's what made them very, very successful. They never stuck to what was my work and never said this is not something that is part of my roles and responsibilities. They were always willing to go the extra mile. They were always willing to go above and beyond when it came to any kind of work. So, if you look at Robert Iger for that matter, he joined Disney as a studio supervisor back in the 70s, I think. And then from there, he slowly climbed the ranks and went on to become the CEO of Disney. Jack Welch similarly joined as a chemical engineer in GE before he went on to become the chairman of General Electric. And same was the case with Lee Iacocca. Why is this important? Because in other industries, going above and beyond the call of duty is considered to be, not an ordinary thing, right? Whereas in the film industry, it is very, very common. You see people doing all kinds of jobs within the film set. It doesn't matter whether you are, you could be the director of the movie, but you would still be holding a light projector, or you would be moving a property from one place to another, or you could be even, sewing the dress for, an artist, anything it could be. So as far as the film industry goes, there is no concept of your work, my work, and things like that. It is always, you come together and do the work, and you never say no to anything. You try to make sure you own as if everything is yours and you do it, right? Let's take, for example, if you look at the Tamil film industry, director Bala, who made films like Sedu, Pitamagan, Nanda, and other movies. He joined he joined as Balu Mahendra's assistant through lyricist Arivumadi. Initially, if you look at it, Bala was not directly an assistant director. All he was to do was clean the set properly. And Balu Mahendra did not even see him for 2 years, or probably about 12, 13 months, I think, on the set. So Bala's daily job was people will smoke and put the cigarette butts on the floor, or they would have had tea and the cups would be laying there. A lot of dust and everything would be on the studio floor and things like that. Bala's job, without being asked, by the way, was to ensure that he ensured that he cleaned the floor, spick and span, ensured that there was no dirt on the floor and things like that. What naturally happened over time was Bal Mahendra, who was making the movie, started to see that the floor was looking very clean every day, and he thought that something is changing. And then he called this guy and said, who are you? What are you doing here? And he did not even realize that this guy was on the set for more than a year. And when Arivumadi brought him to Balu Mahendra, he introduced him as an assistant director, or he said, this guy wants to be your assistant director. But for about a year, the filmmaker, which is Balu Mahendra, did not even realize that the assistant director was cleaning all the set and doing everything that was not required out of him, whether it is carrying bricks, carrying the property from one place to another place, everything, not a complaint, not an iota of, cribbing, frowning, nothing. Bala did it. And before Balu Mahendra took him actually as an assistant director, it was already 2 years. And this is how it works in the film industry. So there is no concept of saying that, I am the assistant director, why should I sweep the floor? I am so and so, why should I do this and things like that. In fact, it has happened to very popular people also, like writer Balakumaran in Tamil. Writer Balakumaran, who was very popular in Tamil, worked as assistant director to Balachandar. And he was told that, in this set, there is nothing like you are a big writer and things like that. Any job and anything, you got to do it. That's how it works in the film industry. So going above and beyond is something that I've constantly seen happening in the film industry, whether it is Hollywood or whether it is Bollywood, anything for that matter. Anybody who is successful as a director, actor, you ask them, they would be willing to participate in any kind of activity. They are never worried about their stature. They are not worried about their popularity, nothing. As far as the set goes, they are one of the workers there, and they are willing to always go that extra mile without complaining or without cribbing about it. So that's something that you can always learn from the film industry. When it comes to on the set, on the floor, there is no your work and my work. Always making sure that you go above and beyond. Thank you, friends, for watching. We'll meet in another week of Movie Monday next time. Thank you.